All right, look, I love to watch William Defoe dive into depths of craziness just as much as the next guy. But look, for the love of God, can we please pair this dude up with somebody next time? I mean, The Lighthouse showed you if you just put William Defoe with somebody else, you can make a movie about him going completely insane and it'll work. It'll be absolutely great. It'll be phenomenal. Just put somebody else with him. I'm not saying William Defoe can't pull it off by himself, but y'all didn't really do much to try to help him here. But this is him being stuck inside. So let's do this. Hey guys, it's your guy in the chair here, and look, this is my review for Inside, starring William Defoe, was directed by Valentis Katsoupis, or Katsoupis. Look, he's a foreign director, so I'm just going to, that's as best as I can pronounce his name. But our plot basically follows a high-end art thief who, in the middle of a job, he essentially gets locked down and gets stuck inside the guy's apartment that he's trying to rob, and we are basically following his slow depth into absolute batshit craziness, as William Defoe can so perfectly do all the time. Now, I'll say this, guys. Look, I'm gonna try to keep this review as short as possible, just because I don't really have much to say on the film. I'm going to be honest with you. I was very hyped going into this movie because, like I said, I love watching William Defoe go absolutely crazy as much as the next guy. Like I said, The Lighthouse, watching him play Green Goblin. I mean, watching this guy just dive into that depth, even in The Northman, watching this guy dive into that depth of craziness that he can tap into is just, it's one of one. Watching William Defoe get into that crazy bag is absolutely phenomenal. But in this case here, I'll say this, it was very either misused, or it was misused, misguided, and just honestly misunderstood. That's what this film will honestly probably just be chalked up to be, is just very misunderstood. Because I'll say this, like I said, I was very hyped for this movie. I was hoping to come in and watch William Defoe put on a grand experiment, or a grand performance, and just absolutely blow me away, which he did very good. He didn't blow me away. William Defoe has definitely been better. I can definitely confidently say William Defoe has definitely been better in other movies. And I personally just don't think he benefits from being the only person in this apartment. Now, I'll say this. The director of this film clearly had a specific goal in mind, and while I didn't look on Ending Explained or any sort of channel or website to see if this theory was true, what I particularly think the director was trying to do here is essentially, while William Dafoe is slowly going into his crazy stages and feel like he's losing his mind just being in this place, I feel like as audience members, the director wanted us to feel the same as well, because I can't lie to you, while this film is playing out on screen, while there are certain things in the movie that keep you entertained, such as you're watching William Dafoe go crazy, but most of that happens in the second half of the film, because in the beginning you're just seeing him walk around an apartment and just see what's around, what he can use as resources to stay alive, what he can do to just find a way out at the time. And then slowly but surely he begins to realize that he really is trapped in here, and then he's battling unnatural home elements such as like the heating and cooling system. Like, he's really going against the grain here, just sitting in this guy's apartment. Now, like I said, I think the director clearly had some sort of goal in mind, and that was to make you feel as if you were going as crazy as William Dafoe is, just being inside this house. And personally, while sure, that could have been a very genius thing to do in the film to make your audience members feel the same as William Dafoe, I'll say this, I don't think that works the way the director thinks it does, because generally it just pisses people off. I was just upset at the fact that I was truly sitting here making up plot synopsises and just making up scenarios where I'm thinking something's going to happen at some point, but it really doesn't. This dude is literally stuck in this apartment for an hour and 45, and I'm not I'm the sort of person who really gets on people when I'm like, yo, what did you expect the movie to be? That's what the trailer showed you, and so why did you expect anything more? I am one of those people, and I'm beating myself up at that, because it's like, should I have expected more? Yeah, I'm going to say yeah, because it's William Dafoe, and I don't necessarily hold William Dafoe to an averaged or a very just basic standard. I hold William Dafoe up here, like William Dafoe, that's high ranking acting tiers that we're working with there. Like, William Defoe is one of the best working actors in Hollywood today, and honestly, this dude can put on magnificent performances going batshit crazy. And so that, like, I was holding this movie to a very higher standard. I personally think that people are being generally nice with this film because it's William Defoe and they don't want to be so hard on the film and be so frustrated with a movie that literally, like I said in the trailer, just shows us that he's stuck inside this place, and it's called Inside. But I was just hoping that it would be a little bit more entertaining in a sense. Like, I just didn't think it would be as boring as it was. Like, this movie is very boring for the act. Like I said, if you really just add one other person in this film, like, it could be anybody. They could be in the film for maybe 20-30 minutes, don't even have to last that long. But if you would have put somebody else in here with William Defoe, it would have added another dynamic. It would have added some other elements of the film that I feel like audiences needed to keep them interested in the film rather than just waiting on this guy to get out. That's basically what we're doing here because, like I said, none of the other theories were proven. Personally, I think that the guy's apartment that they broke into, I think they knew the entire time. I think for sure, and I think that's kind of hinted at in the film itself as well. I think the guy definitely knows that William Defoe is in the apartment. I think the guy is torturing William Defoe at this point, but none of that is necessarily like 100% proven in the film. Like, nobody speaks on that. Nobody, like, these are just theories I'm running with. So that's why I don't necessarily know if it's spoiler territory or not. But overall, guys, I just truly feel like this movie really missed the mark here with William Defoe and what this movie could have been. I really think it just missed the mark, and it was just bleh. It was okay. It wasn't anything too crazy. Like I said, it's very dull, very boring at times because you're just watching him trying to survive in an apartment. In other times, you feel like you're going just as crazy as he is because you either need something to happen or you're just making up a bunch of scenarios in your head. And I feel like that's a credit to what the director was trying to do here. But like I said, it just didn't work for me personally. I think it's a genius way to go about a movie like this. Try to make your audiences dive into in going insane as well, but it's like, yeah, that's just really going to piss people off at the end of the day. Who wants to do that? But for all those reasons and so many more, guys, I'm going to give Inside a 2.5 out of 5 stars. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Look, Inside, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff and so much more, guys. I really do appreciate it. This is your guy in the chair. More content coming to you soon.